Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Aidan.
I'm Gaynor.
I'm Sophie.
I'm Office Bloke Daz.
And today we're looking at chain burger restaurants ranked from worst to best.
Right. I think I'm a connoisseur in chain burger restaurants.
You probably know your stuff.
Yep.
It's actually American.
Yep. Any burger restaurants anywhere in the
Go
world.
on, what's your favourite?
Favourite Whataburger.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Will that be on this list?
Do you know what I think the worst might be?
Subron's the best.
White Castle.
The worst?
Do you know what I like about White Castle is when you come home from the pub at night and you were like hungry and you just get a box of White Castle. They used to come in boxes of like 10 or 12
Tiny little
burgers.
But they were steamed.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
They weren't like...
Do you not like them?
They were a bit mushy.
They were good. They were mushy, right? Like a football burger, you
Yeah.
get the football ground.
Yeah.
Like a crappy like burger you get. But it's got to be. I think Whataburger's got to be towards the best.
Do you know what
That's
burgers
if it's
I
on
In
like?
and out.
I like Wendy's burgers. They were nice.
Yeah.
I don't really have much to say. I don't think I've tried all these American burgers.
No.
Yeah, I've tried probably. I don't know how many. Probably In and Out will be up there because that's quite popular.
Yeah.
But let's see. But again, it's personal preference.
Yeah.
Some people might think
yeah.
White Castle's better than Whataburger or whichever way around. Yeah.
While hamburgers might have been invented in Germany, America has mastered the burger. Along with a bevy of spectacular burgers from coast to coast, there are burger-shaped debacles you'd be wise to dodge. Here's our ranking of chain burger restaurants in order, starting with the absolute worst. A trip to Sonic Drive-In is not a waste of time. They have many yummy items on their menu, from their iconic cherry limeade to their fantastic hot dogs. Other great choices include their onion rings and their spicy yet delectable cheddar peppers. However, if you're headed to Sonic for a burger, you will have a bad time. Sonic's burgers are so bland and so forgettable that you will be completely underwhelmed. By the final bite of your burger, you will be angry that you spent your hard-earned dough on something that wasn't any tastier than the mass-produced burger found at the
Quick story, Gay. You'll remember this. When I used to go to Bob's burger bar, Stuart's Root Beer, and he used to give me free burgers, and I used to complain, and it was free. He used to say, "Mate, these burgers, like
You can't complain if
you're
it's
not
free.
paying for it, mate. What's wrong with you?" And I went, "Yeah, I guess so. Have a hot dog then as well, just in case."
They were.
But he used to just make it. He made his money out of the sodas that he sell.
Oh, really?
So he's not asked about the hot dogs and the burgers. He said he makes his money on the soda.
We were saying before they'd come out and put the
On the
tray
window of the
on
car.
The window, to feed to all.
They come out on roller skates originally.
Yeah.
You said that, didn't you? That's quite cool.
closest elementary school. If you're visiting Sonic, stick to their famous slushes, their scrumptious ice cream, or simple snack food like the aforementioned hot dogs and onion rings. If you're serious about acquiring a top-of-the-line burger, Sonic is clearly not the place to go.
That burger looked alright.
If you visited Fuddruckers as a child, you likely have extremely
I used to go here quite a lot, Mother Fuddruckers.
Yeah.
I was going to say that's a misleading name.
Yeah. But there used to be one near our office in Euston.
Yeah.
So I used to go quite regular to used to order and they give you a ticket and you wait for your shout the order up.
That's a great name.
Yeah.
There was one in New Jersey as well near the office. Down
there was.
Route 22 or whatever it was.
But the one I used to frequent was the one in Guns Point in Houston, near the airport.
fond memories.
not that good.
Remember submerging your burger with so much liquid cheese from their cheese pump that your mom got embarrassed? Remember all the games, all the televisions, and the comfortable atmosphere that so enthralled you when you were young? Yeah, those were some fun times. Tragically, though, those times are gone. Fuddruckers isn't what you remember. The fantastic, juicy, made-to-order burgers of yesteryear have been replaced by sad, overpriced burgers that don't do your memories justice. Don't let nostalgia convince you that a trip to Fuddruckers is a good idea. It's a far cry from what it used to be in its heyday. Years ago, Fuddruckers would have been in the top 5 or even the top 3 on a list like this. Now, this place is barely able to stay out of last place. Dairy Queen is great for what it is, but shouldn't be the restaurant you go to when you want to eat a great burger. Dairy Queen has a ton of Blizzard flavors, and many of them are amazing.
I've never even heard of Dairy Queen.
Didn't even know they sold. I never knew they sold burgers.
So I did know that because I used to go in Canada, but my favourite thing from Dairy Queen was a Caesar salad. It was the first time I ever tried a Caesar salad.
Swear now, I always thought it was just ice cream.
No.
Oh, is that what it's meant to be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because used to be one on Route 9 in New Jersey, didn't we? We used to drive past it all the time and never thought of stopping there to get a burger or anything. Or even a salad.
Looked like it was a good idea.
Yeah.
Go to Dairy Queen when your sweet tooth is begging for a dessert, but don't visit this restaurant when you have a craving for a burger. At best, a Dairy Queen burger is a rubbery, disappointing sandwich that you'll try to forget as you eat your Blizzard. At worst, their burgers are a charred, soggy nightmare that might even leave you feeling sick. Pound for pound, White Castle burgers are decent. Unfortunately, they are just way too small. Their burgers, which they call sliders due to their puny size, will struggle to fill you up, even if you're not that hungry. You'll probably have to order 5 or 6 of these things to put a dent in your hunger. And dealing with all those sliders is more embarrassing than it is satiating. Skip the hassle and the awkwardness and just go to a better chain burger restaurant. To White Castle's credit, it does try to make up for its shortcomings by offering about a dozen types of sliders. Sadly, the quantity of choices doesn't overcome the lack of substance. Considering the sliders are so small, there's only so much they can do to improve.
Wait, what?
I said I went to White Castle and I got thrown out. It's a song by the Beastie Boys.
Okay.
I'm sure I used to order these in like boxes of 10. Do you remember? You used to get like a bag of 10 or a box of 10.
Yeah, I used to get...
You would imagine you get stuff like that when they're that small.
Yeah.
I prefer mini burgers.
I do as well. I prefer like McDonald's cheeseburgers.
I would 100% prefer to be like a smaller bun with just one beef patty and slice of cheese.
McDonald's are missing out over here. They should do like a box of like cheeseburgers. You should get one little cheeseburger. You should get like a box of 5 for like £10.
Well, that's a rip-off. You can get one for £1.
Yeah, a box of 5.
99p chicken mayo.
That means why don't you just order one then 5 times and you get a £5.
Yeah, but you want them in a bag. Or a cheeseburger.
But
like
mini
cheeseburgers,
ones.
mini burgers.
A&W has a history dating all the way back to 1919. And to this day, more than 100 years later, this restaurant chain is known for its root beer. The chain has been offering burgers for decades, and A&W even claims to have invented the bacon cheeseburger, which has now become a part of American life. While A&W has an impressive resume and should be proud of its longevity and accomplishments over the last century, all of that is ancient history. When it comes to the here and now, the burgers this restaurant offers are below average. For example, the original bacon cheeseburger may have been a novel menu item decades ago, but today this sandwich is lacking in beef, bacon, and quality toppings. Part of the problem is the burger's massive buns overwhelming every other aspect of the sandwich. It's just too much. While no one would ever say McDonald's burgers are the best of the best, they do get some bonus points for being consistent. No matter where you are on the planet, you can order one of their burgers.
Who puts chips in your burger? And surely McDonald's can't be this low.
Yeah.
Yeah, McDonald's is quite good in it because it's consistently.
Yeah.
That's consistent. That's
the only
why.
problem we have here is sometimes it's cold.
Yeah, sometimes they stiff you, don't they, with the shit when
and
they serve
the
it.
chips as well can be like...
That's Deliveroo. If you go in the restaurant and order, that's nothing to do with McDonald's, I don't think. I think that's Deliveroo driving.
That's why I like to order mine with different things off it, so they have to make it fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like lettuce on my Big Mac.
I just want to be quick. I go in McDonald's to be quick, not to hang around, not to loiter.
He hates slow people.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
burgers and be confident about what you will receive. Moreover, the Big Mac has been a national phenomenon since 1968. It's impossible to go through your existence as an American without at least having a couple of Big Macs along the way. The Quarter Pounder, which launched a few years later in 1971 and went national not long after, is also an American institution in its own right. While the consistency is admirable, the quality of McDonald's burgers simply can't compete with the competition. Thanks to that famous jingle, we know the many ingredients that comprise a Big Mac. However, despite all that is on it,
it's like too average the whole time, and then there's,
it's consistently just, you know what you're going to get with that. You always know what you're going to get, but there are miles better burgers out there.
Yeah.
But it's one of them, if you want to be quick and you're passing somewhere and you see a McDonald's, you jump in, you know what you're going to
get.
It
just always favours yourself a lot more for some reason. Like, it's just the name McDonald's, you're like, oh.
But do you know what as well? You're weird. You're proper weird if you go to McDonald's and don't order a Big Mac.
So what, you're calling me weird?
Yep.
I've never ordered a Big Mac.
Dave's the same, he orders like a chicken wrap.
Yeah,
he orders a chicken wrap from McDonald's. You just don't do it. It's like ordering a salad. You don't, not from McDonald's. That's not for there.
I had a chicken salad and it was grim.
That's exactly that's what you're gonna get. You order a Big Mac and you have a cheeseburger.
You know when you have like the vegan options on a McDonald's menu?
Don't have them.
The only thing that makes me laugh is what's the need of putting a vegan menu? Because surely vegans wouldn't go to a McDonald's.
I think it's aimed at like if you have children and you don't want to impose your beliefs on your children at a young age. So you take them for a cheeseburger, and then when they're old enough to make their own decision, they can be a vegan if they want, but the parents need something to eat.
Well, I remember taking our grandson to McDonald's, or we went to a McDonald's, and I said, "You're having some of this Big Mac," and he's like, "It's too big," and I went, "You're having the Big Mac. You can't have a cheeseburger. You're too young. You just don't go. I'm sorry, you're not too young. You don't go to McDonald's and order anything other than you've got to have a Big Mac in whatever you order."
You didn't get a Big Mac the other week. Last week?
No, I tried
You're
the
a
new
proper
things
weirdo.
I tried the new things on the menu, that's stack burger, whatever it's called.
Steak something.
Yeah.
No, I normally get a bacon double cheeseburger, and then, or just a normal cheeseburger, because I like but they don't have a bacon cheeseburger.
No.
They only have a bacon double, so I have to get the double.
Yeah.
And then like whatever like size they have, like the cheese bites and stuff like that, garlic cheese bites and stuff like that.
I like those.
But they're all snacks to go with your Big Mac.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
Just don't get the. But I went on a holiday with Milan, and his dad, his name's Darren as well. He was like, "Do you want to get a McDonald's?" And we were like, "Yeah, go on then." And he was like, as we started to tell him what we wanted, he was like, "Hey, I'm getting 4 Big Macs, so there's no questions about it."
I rest my case, Your Honour.
It's like, don't tell me what you want. You want a Big Mac, right?
Remember when I took you off from football?
Yeah.
When Monday, you and all your mates in the car.
Yeah, he was
and
like,
we went to
Big
McDonald's
Mac.
and was like, "I'll have a chicken wrap," and I went, just walked in and went, 4 Big Macs, please. 4 Big Mac meals, all with Coke.
Big Mac has relatively little flavor and certainly doesn't have the meaty goodness that other burgers boast. Add in the unhealthfulness of some of their other burger options, and it's clear that McDonald's is unlikely to ever rise in a ranking like this one. When it comes down to bang for your buck, Rally's really
Somebody I've never heard
delivers.
of.
Their burgers are inexpensive and
Rally's,
adequate
they're
enough
checkers.
for you to be satisfied with your visit. And if Rally's isn't in your region, you may know it better as Checkers.
Yeah.
It's the same company. However, this chain burger restaurant comes up a bit short if you're simply judging their burgers for their quality without factoring in value. As good as Rally's burgers look, they lack the immense flavor found at competing restaurants. As an example, their Baconzilla looks like Wendy's Baconator and even has similar ingredients. However, the Baconzilla is not nearly as tasty. Likewise, as good as Rally's Big Buford looks, you need to keep your expectations in check when you order it to avoid being disappointed. Since opening their first location in 1986 in Los Angeles, Johnny Rockets has been a popular destination for those who want an entertaining 1950s diner experience while enjoying a good burger. While this restaurant consistently provides the fun, eccentric vibe of a 50s diner, the quality of their burgers is much less consistent. Even if you've had a very tasty burger from Johnny Rockets, don't be too confident that your next visit will result in a burger of equal quality. The late Anthony Bourdain found out firsthand that Johnny Rockets doesn't always live up to expectations. As he told Conan O'Brien,
Look, I've eaten a lot of really nasty things on my show, but nothing is soul-destroying as my airport Johnny Rockets experience.
if you're willing to roll the dice, Johnny Rockets is an okay place to go for a burger. But if you get unlucky like Anthony Bourdain did, you'll be
That dancing
talking...
you do there, like Happy Birthday or whatever they're singing, right? Remember the one, was it called Texas Roadhouse?
Yeah.
That chain. Didn't they used to do sort of like all line dancing and all that when you used to go in?
Yeah, they did. You're
Didn't
right. Yeah.
I would hate to have to work there and do that.
But
Yeah.
the one that we went to was in
Abu Dhabi.
Dhabi.
Yeah.
But they came over.
I'm sure they did the line dancing.
Yeah, they did. They did dancing.
We've been to Texas Roadhouse in the USA as well.
Yeah.
But I remember it was, I think that was the Texas Roadhouse. Was it where they throw the peanut shells on the floor?
No, I was talking about this the other day. That was when we went on the border of
Mexico.
Texas and Mexico.
Yeah,
and
McAllen.
we went to
McAllen,
that.
Texas.
We went to that restaurant. I don't think it was a chain restaurant.
I
think
thought it was, for
just...
some reason I had that Texas Roadhouse in my name. But anyway.
about your misfortune for years to come. If you're okay with a perfectly adequate burger, Carl's Jr. won't leave you disappointed. None of their burgers will especially wow you, and you shouldn't go out of your way to visit one of their locations. But Carl's Jr. has a long list of available burgers, and none of them will leave you disheartened. Need help ordering at Carl's?
So why do they have different names and stuff?
I guess different,
think it's
different
different
states,
franchises.
or different company names for different places.
Junior, the Western Bacon Cheeseburger is so unique that it's something you should try while you're still in the land of the living. This bad boy features a beef patty, a pair of bacon strips, a slice of American cheese, a delightfully tangy barbecue sauce, and most notably, onion rings within a sesame seed bun. Jack in the Box is a popular burger spot, particularly for those west of the Mississippi. For a newbie, ordering a burger at this place is a dangerous proposition. Some of the items on their burger menu are really good. However, others are a big disappointment. The sourdough jack is a big winner. Along with a beef patty, you'll find bacon, Swiss cheese, a high-quality tomato slice, ketchup, and mayo on a delicious sourdough bread. On the other end of the spectrum, though, is the ultimate cheeseburger. This burger, which contains 2 beef patties and both American cheese and Swiss cheese, isn't good at all. It has a mushy texture and a taste that somehow manages to be too savory. Plus, the melty cheese, buttery bun, and the presence of ketchup, mayo, and mustard make it a mess to eat. Do yourself a favor and skip it. After beginning life as a bar in the 1940s, Red Robin has grown into a chain restaurant in which burgers are front and center of everything they do. While
Do you remember when we used to go to Red Robin in
Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was on the other side of the highway, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
There's so many of these I've never heard of.
You used to
they
like
offer
Red
a
Robin.
Did I?
Yeah.
pleasant sit-down dining experience and a number of inventive and tasty burgers, the fact that most of their burgers cost around $11 makes visiting a Red Robin an iffy decision value-wise. Many of their burgers taste good, but not quite $11 good. An example of the inventiveness of Red Robin's burgers is their bonsai burger, which apparently draws some of its inspiration from Japan. The beef patty is glazed with teriyaki sauce and is topped with grilled slices of pineapple along with cheddar cheese, tomato, lettuce, and mayonnaise. If you want to turn up the heat, opt for the Burn and Love burger that will immolate your taste buds with the help of fried jalapenos, a heaping dollop of salsa, and pepper jack cheese. While both of these burgers are really good, be prepared for some sticker shock at the end of your meal. The best thing about Burger King is that their burgers are all safely above average, and that makes it nearly impossible to mess up your order. Additionally, their beef has a flame-grilled flavor that is one of a kind and undeniably memorable. If you love that flame-grilled taste, Burger King could leapfrog over the competition and become one of your favorite 2 or 3 burger joints. On the other hand, if you find that flavor off-putting, you may actively avoid Burger King for the rest of your days. The staple of Burger King's flame-grilled burger menu is the legendary Whopper. Beyond the
I was
flame...
going to say I prefer a Burger King burger to a
No,
McDonald's
same.
burger.
And the chips
Same.
as well. The chips are a lot nicer.
I mean, a lot of these we don't get over here.
Yeah.
There's pretty much all of them apart from Burger King and McDonald's I think so far, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Burger King used to be at the airport. They're not there anymore, is it?
It's not there.
It used to.
I think it's still there.
Burger King. It's at the train. It's at Piccadilly train station, isn't it?
No, it was at the airport in Abu Dhabi.
No, it used to be at Manchester Airport. It used
Oh
to
yeah,
be.
it did. Yeah, you're right. It's Greg's now.
Yeah.
It's where
Is
Greg's is
it?
now. Yeah.
Yeah, I used
But
to
isn't
order.
McDonald's? Is Burger King near us?
Yeah, I know that. But I'm saying there used
Wow.
to be one in Manchester Airport. And I used to have to go for a Burger King to the airport.
To the airport. So, yeah, I feel like going on holiday.
Yeah.
Going on my holiday to have Burger King.
I used to have chicken, cheese, and bacon.
Go to the out, start taking photos of the terminal and post it online and stuff. Then just walk out with a Big Mac. Oh, not a Big Mac, a Whopper meal.
flame-grilled taste, the meat is juicy, the bun is amazing, and the other ingredients are of high quality. If you want something heartier, the massive triple Whopper with cheese will fill you to the brim. If you're east of the Mississippi, there's a good chance you've never seen a Fat Burger, as a vast majority of the chain's locations are in California. However, in the Golden State, it seems like everyone has only positive things to say about this burger chain. And while Fat Burger isn't the cream of the crop, they certainly deserve their spot in the top half of our ranking. The most famous burger at Fat Burger is called, of course, the Fat Burger. This burger has a 100% beef patty, lettuce, onion, tomato, pickles, relish, mayonnaise, and mustard on a toasted bun. Interestingly, despite the name of this burger and the restaurant in which it is served, the Fat Burger features lean beef. The original Fat Burger has 1/3 of a pound of beef, and there are 3 larger versions, in case you're extra hungry. The tricky thing about Steak and Shake is that you really need to do your research so you know what to order. If you go in blind, there's a real chance that you will leave this burger restaurant with your tail between your legs. In theory, the Western barbecue and bacon steak burger should be really good. This sandwich has 2 slabs of beef, bacon, American cheese, fried onions, and barbecue sauce. Sadly, the reality of the situation is you shouldn't order this burger because the barbecue sauce is way too sweet and has an artificial smoky aftertaste. Conversely, you'll be thanking the burger gods if you get your hands on the white truffle prime steak burger. This glorious beast features a pair of Swiss cheese slices, perfectly caramelized onions, grilled mushrooms, and a truffle aioli on a brioche bun that has been toasted. You're welcome. BurgerFi is quickly climbing the charts when it comes to having the best burgers around, and as time passes, expect them to only climb higher and higher. There's a lot to love about BurgerFi. First of all, BurgerFi claims that it only picks the top 1% of beef in the US, and that the beef has no antibiotics, growth hormones, or steroids. And science backed their claim. Secondly, they have one of the best meatless burgers in the fast food universe. BurgerFi's VeggieFi burger is so good that even the proudest self-avowed carnivores will happily devour it and enjoy every second of it. When ordering from BurgerFi's menu, there's really no need to complicate things. The BurgerFi cheeseburger is a classically delicious burger that you can't help but thoroughly enjoy. You can't accuse Smashburger for burying the lead when it comes to their name, as their beef is literally smashed onto a buttered and seasoned grill in order to create the delectable flavor they're known for. While they aren't the only chain burger restaurant to smash their beef, they've taken the practice to the next level and have made it the focus of their entire operation. Like BurgerFi, Smashburger is a relatively new kid on the block. The chain was founded in 2007, and it already has more than 300 locations across 36 states. Beyond their smashing technique, Smashburger's success can be attributed to the fact that they have mastered just about everything on their menu. While the options are relatively limited, each and every item is really, really good. Considering that Wendy's is a fast food joint with more than 5,500 locations that can be found in every nook and cranny in the nation, the quality of their burgers is astonishingly high. Maybe it's because their burgers are square. More likely, the quality of their burgers is due to their practice of only using fresh beef that was never frozen at any point in time. The creme de la creme when it comes to Wendy's burgers is undoubtedly the Great Baconator. If you've never eaten one of these bad boys, you're missing out. It has half of a pound of their never-frozen beef, 6 slices of smoked bacon, 2 slices of American cheese, mayonnaise, and ketchup. The first time you eat one is borderline euphoric, and you can even have one for breakfast. Shake Shack hasn't even been around for 20 years, but they're...
No, when we lived in Abu Dhabi, this was my go-to every time.
We have Shake Shack over here.
Do we?
Where was it?
Where?
It's like, is it green, the logo?
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely have it over here somewhere. I've seen it.
Really?
Shake Shack.
Yep. We 100%
It
have
could
over
be
here.
in the Trafford Centre.
Is it like? Does it look like a burger bun on the sign and then like green lines?
Mate, can you
underneath
not
it?
see it like right there?
No.
On the
Where?
back of his...
I can see like a green blob.
No, but I didn't. Shake Shack's probably here, but I don't know anyone around here.
I'm sure we've got Shake Shack here in town. Seen it.
Interesting.
Masterful burgers are impossible to ignore. Try one of their burgers and you won't be surprised at all to learn that they've become so successful that they now have in excess of 275 locations around the globe. Don't let their name fool you, as the milkshakes take a back seat at Shake Shack. Far and away, the best item on their menu is the Shack Burger. It has tomato, lettuce, and a yummy bun that's made out of a potato roll. However, it's the beef that's the star of the show. Shake Shack only uses Angus beef that's free of antibiotics and hormones and was raised on a pasture, not in a factory farm. If you want something a little bit different at Shake Shack, the Smoke Shack is exactly what you seek. This fancy burger has delectable bacon on it that was smoked over applewood. It also has cherry pepper slices to add just the right amount of heat. When Whataburger was born in Corpus Christi, Texas, the impressive size of their burgers was the main selling point. While the size of their burgers will still impress you, it's the flavor that will have you reminiscing for days on end. The magic begins with the standard Whataburger, which comes with lettuce, tomato, pickles, onions, and mustard. It sounds relatively simple, but it's a fantastic burger that's so juicy and flavorful that it will keep your taste buds dancing. If you want to mix things up, go with a double Whataburger or a jalapeno and cheese Whataburger that has enough jalapeno slices on it to make Whataburger's South Texas roots proud.
I would like to buy a hamburger.
I would like to buy the hamburger.
Hamburger.
I would like to buy a dagger.
Maybe we should stop.
We don't quit.
The top 3 spots in this ranking are separated by a razor-thin margin. All 3 chain burger restaurants have valid reasons why they deserve the top spot. When it comes to Five Guys, the freshness of the burgers and their obvious burger expertise make a compelling case. Going forward, it wouldn't take much for this chain to leap into first place. While Wendy's is famous for never freezing their beef, Five Guys takes it a step further. Not only is their beef never frozen, they don't even have freezers on the premises. That's an impressive level of dedication to offering fresh food. Furthermore, while other burger places...
Have you ever had Five Guys?
Yeah, I had my first Five Guys proper
Whoa,
burger.
whoa, easy.
The
The food. Go on, sorry. I thought you were talking about something else. Go on,
Darren.
sorry.
No, honestly,
I knew where that was going as soon as he asked that.
Too easy, right?
It is for me at least. Have you had a Five Guys?
The restaurant, yeah. No, we've got quite a few of them over here, haven't we? Five
Yeah.
Guys.
Yeah.
Chocolate centre.
It's quite expensive, to be fair.
Yeah,
it
we
is.
went to with Declan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like
And then me and Mum both had like 2 bites out of our burgers, and Declan ate both of our burgers after he'd had his burger.
Right, he's normally at his before you even get started, hasn't
So
he?
I had 2 bites and then I was like...
And he had like the
He's
triple
like
cheese
staring
burger.
at you, yeah.
Anyway,
Going,
you eat
starving.
that?
You eat that, yeah.
Eat
Like,
that.
yeah. It's like a dog, it just stares at you.
I'd say it's the best burger I've had though, like out of
It is.
anywhere.
Yeah.
Have you ever had Archie's?
No, never.
Archie's is a good burger.
Because it just
I've
had
never had a
shakes
beef
and stuff,
burger.
doesn't it?
Yeah, Archie's is good. Yeah.
I'm not actually a big burger fan.
I'm
You
not.
like burgers? I'm not a big
Yeah, I'm
burger.
big
I
into my
have to be in the
burgers.
mood.
Yeah,
I'd rather have a hot dog than a burger.
Would you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd rather have a burger.
100% a hot dog.
What's wrong with you two?
is claim to be experts in the field, Five Guys chefs have the recipes down to a science, so much so that they don't even use timers, and that's basically unheard of in this industry. You can confidently shout from the rooftops that In-N-Out Burger has the best burger in all the land, and
Is that
you
the
won't
best
get
one
much
then?
pushback. People may look at you like you're crazy for climbing onto a roof to scream about burgers, but there won't be many who decide to argue against you. In-N-Out Burger has stupendous options, from the humble cheeseburger to the animal-style burger with grilled onions and pickles from their not-so-secret menu. The key to In-N-Out Burger's success is the mastering of ratios. The ratio of the beef to the cheese and the ratio of the beef to the bun are both ideal and result in a delicious burger. While other burger eateries are plagued by too much bread or not enough beef, that's never an issue at In-N-Out Burger. For 2020, the Harris poll found that Culvers reigned supreme in the burger restaurant category, and we agreed that this chain burger restaurant is the best in the United States.
The best in
If
the
you've
United
never eaten a
States,
burger
I've
at
never even heard of
Culvers,
it.
a smart way to think of this place is
I
think they're in the Midwest, Culvers, aren't
proper would have thought it would be something you've heard of though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they?
I mean, I know you've heard- have you heard of them?
Culvers. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I don't think I've had one, but I've heard of them. I've seen them. And I've got a feeling they're in the Midwest. I think I've seen them like Chicago area.
Never heard of him.
to consider it Five Guys, but with superior toppings. From their buns to their meat and everything in between, you can count on Culvers to deliver top-notch ingredients that are bursting with flavor. The most famous burger at Culvers is the Butter Burger. Don't be confused and think that this burger features a buttery meat concoction. The word butter in Butter Burger refers to the fact this burger comes on a buttered bun that has been lightly toasted. Bottom line, you'll be blown away by the freshness and the authenticity of all the ingredients. And you too will be exclaiming to one and all that Culvers is now the home of the best burgers. Check out one of our newest videos right here, plus even more.
I'm not going to knock it because I've never tried it.
Yeah,
but
it did look
it
fresh
did
though,
look
didn't
good,
it?
yeah.
But they have a knack of making them look good.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the ones we see, the commercials, yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They're not the real things, are they?
Yeah.
But we've seen ones there that have been made and put in a box, like, you know, for a live picture.
Yeah.
And they look good, they look fresh still.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But Culvers, yeah, it's let us know in the comments where they are. I'm pretty sure I've got them in the Midwest in my head.
Never heard of them.
Yeah,
Could be all over.
could be.
Because, like it said, best burger joint in the United States. So
Yeah.
can't really be the best burger joint if you're only in
I'm
a
surprised.
certain
I
place.
thought Whataburger would have been higher up than what were they, 5th or 6th?
Around something, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but I would have thought Whataburger might have been better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll try and find the Shake Shack over here.
Fourth.
Yeah, but yeah, good
Not
though,
bad.
right?
Yeah, it's made me kind of want a burger now.
Not a hot dog.
I'd take a Philly cheesesteak over anything anyway. Yeah, easy. Oh,
It's funny how much you love that.
I know.
Yeah, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like and subscribe button and we'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.
Bye.